Evening campers, remember in my Shuggie Bain review when I said Shuggie Bain by Douglas Stuart. Now, some of you may ask, Kieran, where's the dust cover? Where's the dust cover? I am really sorry, Hazel, but I'm an absolute monster. I always take my dust covers off, place them somewhere, and then it's kind of just like a jackpot. I know. It's kind of a bit of a potluck if I find that dust cover, but it's gone. Well, the gods of dust covers they've sorted us out. It was tucked under my sofa. Shuggie Bain won the booker. I don't think it's any surprise that I was disappointed, and had you watched my live stream on Instagram, you will have my instant reaction, but I didn't save it. So for those of you who logged in, that moment is with us forever. To anyone who didn't watch it, it's gone forever. There's just no archive for it. But I thought I would film this because it's been about 2 hours since it happened, and I've had a bit more time to process it, because I felt a bit deflated when Shuggie Bain won. Not because Shuggie Bain is a bad book. I've never said that. It's a good book, and that's it. I think it's an okay story. It's about a boy who looks after his alcoholic mum, and that is the story. There's nothing new here, and I feel what Shuggie Bain has done is cross over into the commercial. A lot of people are reading this, and I think that's because it's a good story. But I think that's it. That's it. It's just a good story. I don't think I would be as disappointed had what happened with the Booker Prize in 2019. If that didn't happen, if the Testament hadn't of won. And 2019 is really important because the year before, when Milkman won, that was the Man Booker, and now there's been a change of sponsorship, and I feel that the Booker is moving more into commercial literary fiction. Is that a bad thing? No, but there are many prizes that cover that. The National Book Award being one of them, and had Shuggie Bain won the National Book Award, I've said I'd be quite happy for it to win that. But the Booker is a prize that I enjoy because it champions the books that aren't commercial. They don't fit into commercial. Lincoln in the Bardo is not a commercial book. A Brief History of Seven Killings is not a commercial book. The Bone People is not a commercial book. Midnight Children is not a commercial book. The Testament is. Shuggie Bain is. It leans into that area. Now that Shuggie Bain has won, it makes complete sense to me why such books as Redhead by the Side of the Road and Such a Fun Age made it onto the list. I just feel there's a bit of a disconnect between the public perception of what the Booker is and what the Booker's perception of the Booker is. I feel as though that line's blurred, and it's not to say that if the Booker moves into this more commercialized fiction, or ones that like lean over into it, that's not a bad thing, but it feels weird then that you would even consider putting books like Burnt Sugar, This Moral Body, The Mirror and the Light on the list, because those books are never going to lean into the commercial. They're not going to have a wide readership. they'll have exposure and more people will be seeking them out, but it's not like Shuggie Bain where this book is everywhere. You can't walk anywhere. I can't even open bookish emails without Shuggie Bain being like blasted in my face. This is everywhere. I don't think the Booker was the prize that should herald this. I think that like the National Book Awards, this makes more sense. It makes more sense. And is this a criticism on Shuggie Bain or Douglas Stuart? Absolutely not. More so, it's my frustration with the Booker Prize. Because I don't know what they want. Now that they've got this new sponsorship, now they've got this new image, I don't know what they want. So for 2021, damn straight I'm going to be the official Booker boy. I'm now going to be really skeptical about any book that I feel would commercially do well. Because I feel as though I would just put my money on that. Like, time and time again. Now, if the Booker does continue to go onto this commercial literary fiction route, based on 2019 with the testaments of this year with Shuggie Bain, I'll probably follow the prize in the same way that I follow the women's prize. But I won't be invested in the prize, because the prize to me is different from the expectations I have of the prize. Nevertheless, Douglas Stuart's won it. Should you read the book? You're not going to have a bad time. I don't think anyone's ever going to read it and say it's a bad book. It's about a child and an alcoholic mother. And if you go in knowing that, you'll read 400 pages of it and you'll go, yes, that was a book about that. It's really hard, it's really difficult to talk about a book that everyone has heard of. It's Shuggie Bain. What's there to say?